fall in love too easily. I 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 fall in love too easily.
He plays the
Alrighty.
thing.
That's us now. What's going on, everybody? It is a Tuesday night, and you're here with some 4 of the
Knights of the Old Republic coming
Yes,
at you
give me
live.
Kodor.
It's back on, baby.
You're
Did
with
you read that,
4
Tom?
of the
It's
most
back
sexed
on.
up nerds you've ever seen. All
Dang,
other
Skippy.
ones are losers and incels and gatekeeper. I'm kidding. No, other nerds it could be cool too, but we're obviously the
there's
cooler
some.
ones.
Yes.
It's Tuesday. It's the Nerd On Update, where it's a weekly show
On a
where we talk
Tuesday.
about the nerdy news. And
My favorite thing about all of that is Tom doesn't react to me anymore.
No,
He just goes
No.
through. He goes right through.
because you guys are just literally coming in and cutting me off. I'm like, I have to
So
just keep going.
We're good at coming in.
So I'm like, okay, yes,
Knights of the
and
Old Republic.
and it's the update.
like
it's the Nerd
Kodor.
On Update. But we also answer questions from you guys,
Remake.
the audience, because you ask us questions through our Discord. Hi, T Dog in the chat. Everyone there who's watching. T Dog says hi to a Steve's and to
Hi, T-Dog.
Amy and to a Steve's
Wait,
twice
am I
for
a
some
Steve's?
reason. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm duplicated as a Steve's. This is amazing.
It
Wait,
is- it is
T Dog,
a
if you can hear
phenomena.
me, give me a high sign. This is fantastic.
It is a phenomena. And also says hi to Corey.
Phenomenon.
Do, 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 do.
But before we get into the topic of some news, some people didn't do their homework, but some people also
Thank you,
weren't
T
here
Dog.
last week, and we should probably hear their reasons why they couldn't be here. No, tell us what you've been up to. What's going on? Steve's, Amy, Corey.
No, I love this. I am Steve's, you're gonna have to pantomime for me because you are me. You are double me. This is great. I love it. Yay! Okay.
Acting.
Acting.
Acting?
And it's
Sorry.
I went to school for acting. Yeah, in fact, I was the dean. Yeah, that's it. That's some boomer SNL for everybody.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
T-Dog, it's a Godzilla.
Yes, but remember, nobody can see me.
Oh, there is two of
If I
Steve's.
was invisible, I told you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Well, okay. Well, hold on. Jesus Christ.
On a cracker?
He had nothing to do with it.
He was not here.
Clarence Christ.
All right, and then that one. There you go. All right.
Pontius
okay.
McAvoy.
There you go.
Damn it.
There
I really-
there
He's
should be
washed.
all
All right.
3 of us.
I was so down to play Amy from here on out.
I'm still so
Oh.
there. I am. There's
Oh,
my
fine.
poster.
You know what's
That's
crazy?
my
I was just like, are they just gonna go off script and just keep doing this bit? I'm like, what's going on? And I look, I'm like, son of a bitch.
that's
right?
why. That's why they're doing it.
Why are all these
I
people
pulled up
kicking me in the ass? Oh, it has a kick me sign right on my back. Oh, it's in my handwriting. I put my own kick me sign on.
Yes, you did.
That's
Yes, you
exactly what happened. Okay, Amy and Steve's. You guys were not
What's
here,
up?
so you have to explain yourself or get 10 spanks on the nice booty.
Then
from
I
Bill
won't.
Father.
Yeah, what a
Don't
what a
threaten
pitch.
me with a good
What a
time.
pitch, Tom.
Come on,
Father
man.
Tom.
Steve's is here.
Do you remember how
Father
dirty this guy
Tom.
is? Do you remember how dirty this guy is? Come on.
But no, yeah. People didn't see you last week. It was just me and Corey just jerking off each other. And then
Nice.
Corey
I
getting,
missed it.
Like
No,
super
width. You got to
tilted.
include width. The width is such a key part of that sentence.
Nope.
With each other.
No, he's talking about the width. The width.
To get
The
Jerking
width.
off
Nice.
width.
Around.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's just I had to climb a ladder and I slide down it.
Yeah, wee.
But yes.
We quit.
I'm HR, by the way, at Nerd.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
unfortunately.
And
That
this
means
is
it's all gonna be
this is the employee handbook.
Nice.
We just
love.
slam you with the employee. Steve,
Bet you do.
Amy,
Yeah, that's what we
how
had
you
to
guys
sign
doing? What's
first.
going on? What's going on? What
Amy-
were you guys
Amy,
doing last week? Why
first.
we missed you? What happened?
Oh.
So I am. Most of us are parents on that come from the Crusaders. So
Everyone that
I
comes
had
from
a-
Crusaders is parents.
Everyone.
Everyone. Yes,
Sorry.
Most of us here are parents, but everyone from Crusaders.
is apparently
Yeah.
coming from the
Tom's just
Crusaders.
our daddy.
That's what happened. I didn't agree to that honorific. Like, track
He's
that
fine. Look,
back.
he's nodding. Look at him nod. He's cool with it.
I'm not. I
He is
refuse.
nodding.
Um,
I'm just Mr.
So,
Feeney at this point.
I like Mr. Feeney though.
Good
Okay, sorry.
reference.
So
We all like Mr.
tracking
Feeney.
to where I need to be. So my smallest has a ruptured eardrum.
Mm.
And there was this delightful, we don't know what it is, but it's that's coming around the bend. And
Mhm.
homie I didn't want to play with that. Getting on the air, trying to do that and be like, oh, you guys, I think I'm really okay.
My Bobby's dead.
Talking about like the flu.
It's gonna be great. I don't know if it was the flu. I don't know if it's the flu. I don't know if it's cold. I don't know if it's allergies. I don't know what it was. But between that and the eardrum being burst and the fact that you're not allowed to cough, and if anything's going on, like you get a fever or anything else, you have to go back to the hospital. Have talks. Yeah, that's it.
No bueno.
So
Not good at
no
all.
bueno in my hood. No.
Mm-mm.
It's jibs.
Corey,
Well,
also
let me tell you
in the
what I went
chat,
through.
Monarchoir says something I think you might want to look at, and Steve's maybe, and Amy too. I don't know. Whoever all you guys care
I'm
about
fully
that movie.
aware of this in the boo box.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
But Steve, fill us in. What
Boo.
happened?
There's been a lot of medical occurrences in my life in the last 2 weeks.
I didn't
Uh,
necessarily really mean you guys had to explain why you guys weren't
Nope.
on last week. I was
Nope.
more like, what
No.
happened
No.
last week? Like what?
Oh well, then
cool
that's your
things?
mistake.
Listen, it's part of it,
I'm
Tom.
transparent. You ask me and I'm honest.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
This is
You
a Crusader
messed up.
thing. We don't hold back, man.
That's fine. I'm just
Thomas,
saying, like, if you want to be
Thomas,
like, I watched a good
doubting
movie
Thomas,
this week, you
no.
could have
I
done
did that too. I did that too.
I even got
right.
magic cards.
I'm a Cliff Notes
Like,
it.
I got a secret layer. I picked it up.
I'm a Cliff Notes it. Ready?
Yeah.
Azorian one here got the snip. Sister-in-law had the twins. And lots of craziness was happening in those 2 weeks to where it was difficult to be here.
And
when all
Honora
that
got
was
the
happening.
clap.
And I did see some fantastic films, as he's mentioning. I actually finally saw Dune Part 2. I hadn't watched it in a while. Beautifully
Took you
filmed.
long enough.
Gorgeous. The wife, not a fan, but she does appreciate how many people are in it when she woke up on the couch and saw 20 stars.
That's fair.
And
Why,
then
'cause you
saw...
punched her so hard? Jesus, what's wrong?
No,
with you?
no. It wasn't Friday night
Just
where we
seeing
do those
stars,
types
like, why would
I
you
wasn't
do
wearing
this,
the
my
Batman
love, for all these
cowl.
years?
She wasn't wearing the Catwoman mask. Wasn't that? That's Fridays. Honora.
Freaky Fridays.
Yeah, thank you, Corey. Honora, I am officially
in the Tom camp.
in the Tom camp. I'm going for Honora for best film at the Oscars. That surprised the hell out of me. The first 30 minutes, you just think it's a different raw telling of Pretty Woman, and then it becomes something else. And
This is I think the picks.
it's fantastic.
Honora #1 for best picture, Demi Moore for best actor.
Mhm.
I don't give a shit about male actor.
I'm going for Coleman.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
I was like, what? Why no
Coleman
Coleman
Domingo.
Domingo?
Coleman Domingo.
Sure,
We'll go for
sure,
him.
sure. I haven't watched it, so I'm like, it's all out for me.
We like him. We like him.
Wild
best-
Robot for animated.
Best director, maybe Brutalist, but like
I think
I
that's
Thomas
what
would go,
happened.
me, baby.
Yeah, you were expecting that,
Always
weren't you?
me.
Which is actually funny. I actually saw in my TV Academy membership dashboard, it's like, oh, you could submit. And I was like, I could
Dude.
submit something, huh?
Why didn't
You
you
got
could put yourself in there and take a
dude.
picture?
I didn't
and be
make
like,
shit
"Somebody
last
sent
year.
this
I
to me."
was fired.
So
You make everything, baby.
yeah.
Anyways, but go on.
You make the
Steve,
world go
I'm sorry.
round.
No, Honora was phenomenal. I was the whole time saying, "God damn, Tom is right. This movie is a ride." This is how I know. This is how I know when the artsy film does well. My wife, who enjoys falling asleep on the couch at around 9 p.m., was up till midnight because she was so into this film. Okay,
All right, all right.
it is
Look,
very rated R.
I don't question Tom's suggestions
First
anymore.
40
We
minutes.
did make fun of him. We were having like a birthday celebration for him. Like, what fun movie do you want to watch?
I
What do
didn't.
you- like,
No.
what- Get the
Requiem
boys
for a
together.
Dream.
What do we want to
Hold
watch?
on.
And Tom, what did you say? What was the
I
fun
said
movie?
Requiem
we're
for a
gonna watch
Dream.
some
lighthearted movie?
gangster shit.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the lighthearted party movie we watched?
For yours?
Requiem
For
for a
yours.
Dream.
I didn't say mine was gonna be lighthearted. I said mine's gonna be some gangster shit. And what happened? What
What
did we
was it?
watch before that? What did we watch before that?
What do, well, first
Dude,
of
where's
all, what
my
was the
car?
film?
Yeah, what was
Warrior.
it? Oh.
We were all on the edge of our seats the entire night. Though.
Oh,
We
so
But
made
also
a lot of jokes.
before that-
my point is that we all made jokes.
Kurt Angle is a Russian.
But my God, by the end of it, we were like, that was incredible.
great film.
But
Amazing.
also
Never questioned
before
it.
that, because I was feeling a
Yeah.
type of way because
So
fucking industry sucks for me and all that.
When do you
Like
not feel a type of way?
it's like good movies are coming out, but also like it just sucks for a lot of people. And like I was one of those people that the industry was in a bad fucking place. I felt in a bad fucking place. I was really broke.
Back of the Pinto?
And for my birthday, and fucking before that, Eminem released that new song, that new single of his with Haley, who got married and then revealed that M's gonna be a grandpa. And I was like, this should just make anyone just cry gangster tears because like M's crying, and if he cries, then you should cry.
It's heavy if Eminem cries.
That's what I'm saying. And then so we watched that before we watched Warrior, and I was just like, guys, like this is just it's just good for the soul.
This is the vibe we're having right now. No, and he was right. My whole point of the story is that he was right, and we shouldn't have made fun of him. It was a great movie.
I was impressed by how often we heard that sound at the beginning of Anora, but that's a whole just dirty conversation. But the movie is fantastic. Yep, that sound right there.
Again, not for the weak of heart and not for the lame of eyes, because if you guys don't want to watch sexy movies,
it's a sexy movie.
A literal sex worker, so it's like, sorry, you're gonna miss out on a really good movie because you just don't want to see the human anatomy.
Bingo. A well-acted, well-directed, well-written, sexy movie.
Insanely stupid movie. And it's like one of those, like, I'm like, this, if more people watch it, it can possibly change how people think about, like, making narrative films. Because I think, Corey, you'd actually really respect it a lot because I know how much you like the improv, like, and how actors can just truly elevate a movie or a scene. And there are many sequences, and this is the Sean Baker style, where he'll take his characters and he'll just put them into the world where they can just be amongst regular people. And it's like such a weird thing to think about, like, because Borat, right? That's all Borat, but then it's like they're all supposed to be like, we want to get this reaction, and it's like, but the whole movie is going to be satire, and then this is like, this is going to be a narrative movie, and it's these unscripted sequences are going to fit into the overall narrative.
And I have this comparison I'm feeling with 3 movies, 2 of which that are nominated. It was Substance, Anora, and I watched The Last Showgirl last night, which was only nominated for Golden Globes, not for Oscars. This trend that I really liked with these 3 films, from what I felt, women taking back their bodies or attempting to take back their bodies, where Demi Moore's character is fighting, the way we critique women as they age. Anora is a fucking badass this entire film. Like, nobody tells her what to do. She's the one in charge no matter what. And Last Showgirls, Pamela Anderson, is this woman dealing with the fact that her show's coming to an end and all she's ever had was what her body gave to people. And there's I just like this trend I was getting of where we've seen films where women are nude because they're just background or they're for a sex scene. There's nudity, it's women, but it's women in control of themselves or attempting to keep control of themselves. And I really dug that amongst these 3 films. Sorry, that's my random comparison. Those 3.
So my weekend.
Yes, Corey.
No.
Do that one, Corey.
Just to reel us back in. No, it was my birthday on Thursday.
He was like, let's watch Schindler's List. I was like, Corey,
great pick.
I said, let's watch a party movie. We're gonna watch.
Let's watch a party movie.
Schindler's List.
Great party.
Oh boy.
We're gonna watch.
Oh yes, David Lynch.
Jesus Christ. We're gonna watch the Antichrist. No. So we watched The Way Back, which is one of my
nice.
To Tom's point, it's like Disney-esque movie, but it's just feel goods, coming of age movie. Steve Carell is a total dick in that film, and it's kind of refreshing to see for him. But I had a good time. And then on Sunday night, my Magic buddies threw me a little game night at my place. I hosted.
Nice.
We had some good games. Tom came. It was good to see him. I tried out my new zombie deck that's almost done. And Tom whomped me with Captain America. So what are you gonna do?
Wait. Is it the Hashatan?
No.
Ooh, you're using that. But
Space
look
Commander.
look. This just came in. Hold on, let's see if I can get to focus. It's a foil.
The sack.
Which one is that?
Sack 3.
It's the Ravenous Rot Belly.
Oh, nice.
So sack up to 3 zombies, and if you sack 1 or more, this way each opponent sacks that many creatures of their choice. Use a 4 or 5.
That's
really good. I just got the foil borderless, or the old border retro border foil of the Colossus, Diagraph Colossus. which is
Oh,
so good. It's so good.
So
But I'm
spicy
just leaning
meatball.
into zombies. I'm trying to
Spicy
build
meatball.
for those of you counting at home, bracket 2. That's my goal for this at most. I'm not trying to combo wombo anything. I'm not trying to like
a great
outpace
bar.
anybody. I just
Combo
want to
wombo.
make some zombies and I want to turn them sideways at people and smack face. And it did okay. I'm still waiting on like 8 cards in the mail to really flesh it out. But yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
Nice.
It was a really good time.
Yeah.
That was my weekend. That was my week. Birthdays.
Now my question is, did
36
Tom
now.
tweak the
36.
36? Dang.
Look at me go.
Look at him go.
Look at you go. Look at you go.
Tom?
Tom,
Okay.
did you tweak your Captain America deck since
Oh,
last time I
Milo's
played
3
you?
months today.
It hurts,
Hey.
it hurts when you tweak your dick.
Yeah.
Aw.
So that's a good move.
I wouldn't know that, but thank you.
Welcome.
I just asked if
Um,
he had adjusted Captain America.
Past knowledge.
It's a little bit, not too much.
Awkward.
What I meant to say about the way back and how it's a Disney movie. I'm let me say that an ABC movie. I think that's a better example.
Made for
Yeah.
TV ABC
I like that.
movie?
ABC
Wait,
Family.
I was
back in
thinking
the day?
about one movie in particular, Selma, Lord Selma. Does anyone remember that movie?
No.
It's about
Selma.
Martin Luther
Yeah, they do.
King. It's about the events known as the Bloody Sunday in Selma, Alabama.
Wait, not Ava's
yes.
movie?
No,
Just-
that's
okay,
Selma.
all right. Yeah, I was gonna say. All right.
This one,
Making
I
sure
remember
for
my
it,
friend Martin.
because
Yeah.
You
Ava
ever see that
DuVernay
animated
is
film when we
a
were growing
hack,
up?
and she copied this movie because this one stars Journey Smollett as a young girl.
Whoa.
It's a crazy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this one.
Yeah,
I love
Selma,
Journey.
Lord Selma. And I just think about like movies like that, Corey, where it's just like they can have real hard hitting, real life childhood stories that
Mhm.
adults would want to be in the room for just to make sure it's okay. And then they realize like, oh, the whole family should be watching this movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I
Yeah, I
think
mean-
we should all watch Our Friend Martin.
Our
Have you
friend Martin.
guys ever watched this cartoon growing up?
I remember
2
that one.
kids are at the Martin Luther King Jr. Museum, which is his house, and they travel back in time and they meet him.
Oh
and
yeah.
they try to save him his
Dude.
Oh.
life, and he's like, "Bro, I gotta die for things to change." It's good.
Dude.
Yeah, I remember watching that as a kid and being like, "The
Dude.
world's fucked."
But what?
Dude.
Dude.
You
Yeah.
know who
Dude.
plays the main white kid?
No,
The boy from Tokyo Drift.
The Boy Who Lives.
Meow.
Oh,
Friday Li-
Lucas Black.
Lucas Black, Friday Night Lights? Oh,
Wow.
But LeVar Burton
God,
is
Winchell?
Martin.
Yeah.
Donkey
Martin Luther King.
Kong. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty
Anyways.
great.
Be perfect,
uh,
Winchell.
What's going on in my life? What's going on? What has happened? What has been going on? I
Tom,
feel like I'm
what's
so
going on in your life?
goddamn overworked and I don't know anything anymore. And I'm just trying to redline it to the end right now. Cool.
Fast
So we
Furious.
got some news today. Who would like to go first?
Mine's really quick. I'll do it.
Left us hanging.
Uh,
Good.
It's we got a few previews for
A few.
Tarkir Dragonstorm. We got
few.
some. We it was just a few. It wasn't too many.
Just
I'm still
just
waiting
a
to
couple.
see.
It's
I'm
bullshit.
still waiting to see the other. The other. It's bullshit.
My wallet can't fucking handle this shit. This is ridiculous. Aether Drift just happened.
got
They're
to
like,
get your-
hey, look, fucking Final Fantasy. Also, hey, look, cons of Tarkir.
Hey, man,
also,
it's-
hey, look, Avatar has
look,
been announced. And I'm like, Jesus
I agree
Christ.
with you. It's a magic. It's a con though. That's
Oh.
what they do at cons, man.
How the
Yeah.
fuck? Stop having
which is fine,
cons.
'cause
They already have cons of Tarkir.
I'm not doing Final Fantasy anyway, so this is my one. That's what you do. You just pick and choose, man. I'm
Yeah.
more excited for
Here
this
be
than anything.
dragons.
Yeah, they pushed Lorwyn, and so
Garbage
I'm not
dragons.
gonna buy into any of the universes beyond this year. Maybe the only one I'm interested in is Spider-Man. It's the only one I'm gonna invest in.
Which even again, Jesus Christ.
What's that? What you forgot about?
Which even
On a
again,
cracker?
Jesus Christ. They're like, we're going to get Final Fantasy and they're going to be like, look at the new Spider-Man stuff. I'm like, oh my God. Can I have just fucking enjoyed this shit? It's like, it's kind of like, I'm glad that now post-credit scenes for Marvel movies fucking mean nothing. Because it's like, let me just enjoy the fucking movie and not have to think about the next one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
So
I thought Tom said you forgot Jesus Christ. Is Jesus Christ one now? What was
There's-
it?
yeah. There is. There's a
My
biblical
bad.
universes
Commander.
beyond.
Yes,
So
please.
this one I'm stoked about. They previewed the commander decks, all 5 of the face commanders. Not their
Wow.
abilities. They only previewed half. The other ones are going to start in March. But look, I'm a Jeskai boy. That new Dragon Spirit, the Jeskai Dragon Spirit, where you're casting spells from your graveyard that are 3 or less when she attacks or enters. Gorgeous. We love this. We love this. And she's in flicker colors, so when she's entering, flicker her, use her ability, flicker her again, use her ability again. It looks great. Looks like a lot of fun. We still have yet to see the Mardu one, and I believe the Sultai one we haven't really seen yet either. No, we did see the Sultai one. What am I missing? Bant. The Bant one was maybe spoiled.
Oh, we had
Well, it's not. That wasn't official.
Or
Abzan was. Sorry, Abzan wasn't official.
Yeah,
Abzan
yeah.
wasn't official. So we're still waiting on Mardu and Abzan. Yeah, it could still be that. I'm just saying it wasn't the official release. The Teamer one, I know everyone's stoked about. It's going to be Dragon Tribal. Teamer Dragons. Look, I used to be a Teamer Dragon boy. I used to run Miram Sentinel Worm. I was a degenerate dragon player. Steve knows what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
And,
Let's go. Let's do it.
So people are stoked about this. I took it apart. It wasn't a pleasant play pattern when it worked, and then if it didn't work, it was just sat on my hands. So I like decks now that I've grown. I've matured as a player. It's not an all or nothing so much anymore. Tom's blinking slowly at me because I have a storm deck that I'm tearing apart.
No, that's fine. Again, that's fine. I do agree with the Miram decks where it's like, this isn't Dragon Tribal. This is Clone Tribal. This is bullshit. This is like, I like Iron Man, so let me see how Hammer and Ultron work together. Like, that's not the same thing.
Yeah. So it's
that's for you, Steve.
It's exciting. All the Dragon Spirit. I'm actually more interested in the Dragon Spirits than I am in the Face Commanders so far.
Really?
So yeah, I'm excited for Tarkir. I loved the first time we visited that plains and dragons and cons of Tarkir. So this is a big one. My boy Ugin, he's gonna come back. We have yet to see his card yet, but Ugin's look. Tom is a Nicol Bolas guy.
Nicol Bolas?
He's his spirit.
Nicky will show up whenever he wants to.
That is literally just his thing. He's the spirit dragon who dies and returns.
Duh.
What a little bitch.
I'll send you the lore, Tom. I'll send you the lore. He's just
I was like, if you wanted to expand the lore of what Tarkir is, just so it's not just all producty stuff.
Oh, it's literally a world of dragons. It's where Sarkhan Vol planeswalked to and fell in love because he idolized dragons.
Is it Pete's dragon?
It's Pete's dragon.
Oh.
Is it How to Train Your Dragon?
Oh.
Yeah.
Elliot?
Toothless.
Oh my god.
Elliot.
What?
I just thought, like, fuck. Since like Wizards of the Coast already are in bed with Universal since they're doing Avatar, what's stopping them from How to Train Your Dragon?
A secret lair for Khans of Tarkir. No, we might get a How to Train Your Dragon secret lair for Khans of Tarkir. Who knows? But yeah, it's this. But when he got there, like in his mind, dragons were. He loved Jund, the land of Jund. Dragons in his mind were these intelligent, well-read, super beings. And when he got to Tarkir, he was like, "These guys, they're all idiots." So what?
Welcome to the Jundle. We got fun and
games. Oh yeah, the Jundle. And so anyway, I'm excited to go back here. There's different different factions. There's Teamer, there's Jeskai, there's Abzan, Bant. They're all the wedges. And Sultai. So we'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, a lot of the story for Tarkir since the March Machine stuff has taken place off screen. So we're learning of it all through stories. And even Mark Rosewater was like, I kind of am sad that we didn't have like a set to explain what happened and then this set to see the resolution. But it is what it is because we had to make room for Universes Beyond. We didn't say that, but that's the subtext.
He has to say that. It's Mark freaking Rosewater.
Yeah,
like
he's like
he wants to give you a story and show you the world and let you like.
So there are things coming out. They've already started releasing since MagicCon, which are like part 1, part 2 of what's happened at cons. They're actually really good reads. You should check them out if you're interested at all. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a fun little set. And then I'll just sit on my hands and my wallet until Lorwyn next year because that's what I really want. It's supposed to come out this year. I'm not bitter at all.
Sitting on your hands. It's another thing out of Anora, but whatever.
You mean
Tom knows.
Annie?
Tom knows. Annie, yeah. Tom knows.
That's my news.
Oh, so good. So good.
Check it out.
Toros, bro. Toros. Oh, so good. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with
Thank
your
you, Greg.
generation?
I
Anyway.
appreciated your magic update.
No, I liked it. It was good.
I listened.
We were. Steve, I was making analogies for Steve to understand because Steve
Thank
don't
you.
read cards.
Exactly. I did Axl Rose. You gotta die. Remember I did that a while ago? Anyway.
Remember, we also tried to give him like the Iron Man secret lair so he could actually, play with us, and he was like, "Nah, I don't want to."
No, I don't. I wasn't there for that.
I respect
I
all
tried to.
nerdums.
Oh.
I
I
can't
tried
be
to.
in all nerdums.
No, that's fine. That's okay.
But I respect them.
Steve's, how about you give us your news? What's going on?
All right.
We're gonna run out of time, and I'm just gonna
Tell
keep
by
the
my
train
hat.
going. Also, hello, Honey
by
Bear. Welcome to the show.
Tell by my hat, I have Dwayne Johnson news. That's not wrestling. Wow, I did not stick my tongue out during everyone else's news, Amy.
I don't have news. I can do whatever I want. This is my exuberance. Hello.
Anyway,
Ah,
Dwayne Johnson and Danny Garcia's $7 Productions have inked their first look deal with 20th Century Television. So under the pact, that means that Dwayne Johnson, Danny Garcia, and $7 TV team, which is led by Hiram Garcia, her brother, excuse me, head of television Scott Landsman, and EVP of development and production Kimberly Bialik, will be creating comedy, drama, adult animation, limited and unscripted series for 20th Century Television, which keeps them under the Walt Disney umbrella. Just last June, they signed a first look film deal with Disney. So $7 Productions
Warner Brothers, what the fuck?
Yep, is completely with Disney in TV and film. That's what you get, Warner Brothers.
Disney.
so we're getting Rock animated, getting Moana 16. We're getting.
It would be nice.
San Andreas 4.
It would be nice.
The Rundown.
No,
22,
San Andreas wasn't
like-
Disney. No, San Andreas wasn't Disney. You can't do that one. But some of those maybe.
You said 20th
Disney,
century. So.
Disney. Oh, you're right. Was San Andreas Fox or Universal? I don't remember. He's been with all these companies.
He's your guy. You're supposed to know this shit.
But
he pretended to be an amputee. He pretended to be an amputee.
He did. Yes. So yeah. He did. Many actors have done that. So yeah, like Tom said, Warner Brothers fucked up. This also comes after the news that Dwayne Johnson has made the deal for his next film, working with Marty Scorsese.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
And who else?
I swear there were so many emojis in the Nerd On chat as soon as this got announced from a Steve's.
Literally,
I couldn't see my screen. It was soaking wet.
It is literally news built for me. Martin Scorsese directing the film starring Dwayne Johnson along with Leonardo DiCaprio and Emily Blunt in a crime mob drama based in Hawaii in the 60s and 70s.
Ooh.
So it says basically made for his Steve's.
Steve, if you don't buy 90 tickets in theaters,
if you don't buy out the theaters,
I'm going to unsnip you.
That's the name of the film.
Unsnip you. Yeah. They are saying the
Unsnippables.
character. It's the character is sort of a Goodfellas Departed story based on an actual
Scorsese?
Hawaiian,
No way.
right? No way, right? Based on a
What?
Hawaiian mobster in the 60s and 70s who actually sought control of the Hawaiian Islands with his mob. And not sure who's playing who, of course. The script is still being written. But yes, it is confirmed that Scorsese is directing, DiCaprio is producing. Huh?
Oh, we lost Amy a little bit.
Who's that based on?
Which one?
No.
They don't say who the guy is. They haven't said who the person is.
Boo.
But yeah, I know. But yes, Nick Bilton is writing the screenplay. He's produced the documentary on Elizabeth Holmes of Theranos. That documentary, he produced that one and wrote it up. But yes, I'm a very happy camper. I mean, Rock, Scorsese, DiCaprio, Blunt, Hawaii, mob. I mean, yeah. Oh,
The Departed.
Messed again.
Is that your boner?
Yep.
Your raging nerd on?
It's happening.
Oh, the South is rising.
Oh.
To put it bluntly.
I want. Hey,
Emily.
Take the mic off the stand now, Corey. Yeah, I wanted my guy to be surrounding himself with legends, and here he is. So I'm happy.
Well, it's just one of those things where it's like, man.
Once again, you fucked up, Warner Brothers.
I think this could be a cool point where he just fucking starts like taking all these like Academy darling films and starts.
Well,
You know what? Who I'm gonna give
Machine.
credit for. Look. I'm gonna look. This is it. We have, unfortunately, facts are
As it
facts,
turns out.
guys. Unfortunately,
Rock facts.
Hogan did get the foot in the door for acting wrestlers to make that leap,
It's true.
and he's broke all our hearts. Look, he
Yes,
broke
he
all our
has.
hearts. It
Yep.
is. It is what it is.
Yep.
My little 5-year-old in me is crying. Adult me is dead. He's
Mhm.
dead to me.
Roddy Piper's a wrestler.
Adult.
I was gonna
Adult-
say the next guy to take it to the next level,
Roddy.
Roddy Piper,
Yep.
right? They live incredible. One of the
Carpenter.
best on-screen fight scenes I've ever seen in my entire life in that alleyway.
Mhm.
Cinema.
Keith David.
And then you have other wrestlers who had gone into acting. You know, we had Sabretooth and all this kind of stuff. But then we had like Batista,
Mhm.
and Batista went, I really love this for more than just being the big guy.
Batista.
Yeah. And we had Blade Runner and Dune and stuff like that.
Last
and so-
Showgirl. He's in Last Showgirl too.
Right. Yes. So Rock was right before him, right? And said, we can be blockbuster movie stars. Batista went, great. I want to be an actor.
Mhm.
And I feel like now Batista has made way, and for The Rock to now come in and perhaps do that. But I got to give credit where it's an interesting dance that they've done to make way for each other.
Absolutely.
It's pretty cool.
And
I don't think you get this without Batista.
That's true. No, that's true. That's very true. Batista never sought to be a big megastar. He just wanted to be a good actor. He said that, and Rock was starting out that way, and then got the blockbusters and went the blockbuster route. So I'm happy to see him going back to the way he started, surrounding himself with talent. The rumors going around is that the Smashing Machine is done. It's in post-production. The A24 film he's doing, and rumor was that Scorsese and Leo have seen cuts of it, and that's what made them want to do this with Rock. So that's a big deal if they liked what they saw in Smashing Machine. So we'll see.
All right.
Sweet.
Amy has no news. T-Dog, were you not?
But everybody
listening?
wave it. Everyone wave at Amy though. Just
Hello,
wave at
Amy.
Amy.
Hi,
I
Amy.
appreciate it. I mean, I
Always.
could make up some news.
No.
I could
No
tell
fake
you
news.
No, we did the
things-
magic thing together. It was sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You stick
And
your
we
tongue
could
at me.
also talk about that Comic Pros was this weekend in Glendale, and none of us actually got to attend, but that's usually where we have a collection of all the comic book people in the industry and the retailers that come together and talk about new
Oh,
things that are
the
coming
Kevin
out.
Smith thing.
what you're
and
excited
and
for.
Rob Liefeld, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a random
you know,
breaking
I was
news. This happened. A death.
Don't. Another one?
Producer Roberto Orci, who produced Transformers, Star Trek, and Hawaii Five-0. He was 51.
That's young as hell.
Yep.
Dang it.
Sorry, guys. I just saw it pop up on my iPad.
Well, fucking pay attention here. You wouldn't have to bring this up.
Oh, wow.
Anyways,
It was on my article about Dwayne. Thanks, Deadline.
Fuck you, Deadline. Anyways, okay, my news. I swear to God, I had actually a really big news story, and I didn't write it down because I think I was thinking about Steve's so much last week. So I was like, what am I going to talk about this week? And I started looking stuff up. First of all, award season is in full. What is it? Is there a hand up? Amy.
Oh, sorry, Amy. What's up?
I thought you were going to bring up the DC news, but it's okay. Go. Award season.
Oh yeah,
After I
award
did the
season's in
dance
full
where I went-
swing. It's a little bit anyone's game.
Really
so
is.
We'll see what it's like. Again, my number one pick is Anora, Best Picture.
I'm with you.
Demi Moore gets Best Actress, and that's all I care
Bingo.
about. But social media news, which is your mileage may vary depending where you are. Mr. James Gunn, head of DC
yes.
Studios, posted a picky pick with
The Top
Zacky
Gun.
Snacky, saying it's always good to see old friends reconnect, blah blah, which has
Top Gun and
caused much
Snacky
derision for everyone who loves James Gunn and hates Zack Snyder, and for everyone who loves Zack Snyder and hates James Gunn. To me, nothing matters. We'll see what happens.
They wrote Dawn of the Dead. Why wouldn't they like each other?
I hear that, but I think the more truth of it all is that James Gunn was actually the first writer, and then when Zack Snyder came on as the director, he had his writer do rewrites on top of it. So a lot of people have said like there isn't a lot of like of the same script that James Gunn wrote in that anymore. Whatever, doesn't matter to me. I can't speculate relationships that other people are having in the industry. I refuse to do that.
You can speculate everything. That's what news comes out for us. It's called tea, baby.
That's called comic book news and comic book resources, and they suck.
They do.
A giant freaking robot, and we got this. I'm tired of all those losers just listening to a Kevin Smith podcast being like, we got the news here. It's like, oh my god, shut up. You're not journalists. You're fucking just grifters. So the thing I want to actually talk about,
I can see a soapbox. I see it.
The thing I want to talk about today is something I found out really interesting. So Barbie, big ass movie, right? Made a bajillion dollars.
Great movie.
Mattel was like, bro, what if we make hella fucking movies with our
properties?
properties?
Yes,
right?
I know. Yeah.
And then they're like, yo, who's buying? And A24 is like, yo, bro, we've been making these 15-minute these industry films that don't make a lot of money. But what if we do some commercial shit like that Mattel shit? They're like, dude, word, let's do that shit. And then they're like,
I love these meetings.
A24, what can we do with Mattel? Fucking Barney, bro.
Yep.
Barney. Let's do Barney.
I saw this.
And they just got their writer, and the writer is none other than The Bear and other things that I haven't watched, but she's in it. Ayo Adebari is gonna write it, and I think that's
Mayhem. April O'Neil.
Yeah, I was like,
so
that's
good.
fucking.
She's such a
My daughter adores that movie. By the way, that movie's great.
Fantastic movie.
Yeah, she's also
so
in Big
good.
Mouth, Dickinson. But yeah, The Bear is probably her most well-known work. I think she's in Bottoms too,
And
right?
Yeah,
she's a
she's
social
wonderful.
media starlet.
Oh yeah.
People adore her online.
Oh yeah.
She's also got a really fun letterbox if anybody does that. Wants to follow her.
And
Better
also
than
I saw
Bronson
Daniel-
Reed, unfortunately.
I think Daniel Kaluuya is
also
going to
saw-
produce it.
That's right. Yeah, he is. He's producing it. Yep.
Yeah. And it's not going to be Barney. It's going to be Barney that is like going to try to reach out to the millennials who like
on heroin.
What?
Oh.
No.
He's gonna Steve this. He's gonna Steve from Blue's Clues this.
You're
Barney and the Purple Messiah. Barney and the
Purple
Purple
Messiah.
Like
that.
No, it's going to be
Barney
more
the Purple
focused on some of the
Messiah?
trials and
That's
Judas the Black
tribulations
Messiah.
of being 30-something, growing up with Barney, just the level of disenchantment within the generation. So I think that's pretty interesting and pretty cool.
Oh, it's gonna be like it's gonna be grasping at that feeling we all had when Steve from Blue's Clues
Hey,
posted that message online.
I said it.
How you doing?
I said it.
how you doing?
Yeah.
You look great, by the way.
No.
Yeah.
Elmo even checked in. We all lost
I
it.
cried. I'll be honest. I cried when he posted.
He's
that.
still
That
doing
was-
those, by the way. If you follow him on Instagram, he's. Still
I know, but
texting
that
them.
first one.
Oh yeah, that first one was
I watched that. I was like just a little too old for it, but I had a younger sister, right? And so I watched
my cousins.
And that killed me. That first one, I was like,
It hit.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway,
you look great, by the way.
Cool. So that's
Love
all the
that.
news.
Love
We got
talking about
questions for you guys. If you got questions you want to send, put in the chat. If you want to put them in for a later time, you could join our Discord at nerdon.tv/discord. If you'd like to support our show and let us go a little further, do more streams, make more produced work like we're doing this week, next week, and the week before this week, and then the week after the next week, after the week that's coming up.
Yeah.
You could check out our nerdon.tv/Patreon, support us. You get some podcast episodes. We have like about 3 or 4 months worth of podcasts that are already on there right now. So you should check that out
Just
if
for
you
you.
want some entertainment. And it's super affordable. For as little as $1 a month, you can support this show. And they go to things like hosting the show on the varying podcatchers, as well as having our website. And a lot of people, aka one
creating
person,
new stuff.
keep saying that they want to have they want to see merch. In order for us to have merch, there needs to be enough people to buy it, unless for fulfillment. or we have to make the prices for those products be really high. So if you want to see product at all, then we'd have to have a Shopify account so we can make affordable product for you guys. So that's how business works, which sucks. But yeah, check out our Patreon that can help us do that stuff, so we can lower the prices for cool stuff.
It helps us make things like this show run. It helps us host our podcast. And we had it helps us make we want to make more stuff. Tom and I started a new show called Cardboard Champs. We had an episode come out last week, almost 7 days ago. We're trying to make that happen more, just get more stuff made for you. And that's
Nerd On After Dark. We all got these ideas. It's great.
Tom's hot tub streams,
you know, attendance,
just me.
And then more productivity. You know, those things can be incentivized if there's like
Nerd On Red Light Special.
I want more uncultured swine shirts. Like that's really what I want.
That was a cool
It'd be
shirt.
cool if that was a whole line. I guess that'd be pretty cool, actually.
Nerd On Sit on Your Hands.
Yeah.
Sit on.
Anyway,
the Nerd On podcast.
What's our questions?
So we have questions today, and if you go to our Discord, which I mentioned earlier, you can ask us questions like Brad's question right here, which should be a great point of discussion. If your favorite movie, do you have it in your head? Your favorite movie?
Yeah.
Are you thinking about it?
Sure.
Good.
Yes.
Could be directed or had to be directed by a different person. Who would you want it to be directed by instead, and why?
Oh. Yikes.
I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
I have a clarifying question for you, Tom.
What?
Because I could pick one of my favorite films is a standalone, the other one's a trilogy, right?
You pick the standalone.
So I'm gonna pick the standalone. Okay, that's all.
I would like it if The Prestige, my favorite movie, would be directed by David Fincher.
Oh, that's a good one. That's good.
No.
Oh, that's
good. I think he's the one that can do the crazy cross-cutting and like the reveal and a little bit of the tense moments of like, is the truth about to come out or not come out? Are they?
I thought Corey was trying to do the Fincher effect where he moves and the camera follows him.
No, I was just showing Logan. No, I agree with that 100%, Tom.
That's a good one.
Tom has the right answer. Tom has the correct answer for this question. David Fincher doing The Prestige is the South is rising.
The South will rise again.
Rise again.
When Colonel Angus. No, it's that's right. That would be an incredible story for Fincher. I would love to see Fincher attempt that one. Also, Fincher in a period piece,
like Mank. He already did one.
Like
Mank. No one liked it.
Well, I liked it.
No one watched it, unfortunately.
Did you like it, Tom?
I didn't finish it. I started watching it and I fell asleep. So I'll start watching it. Amy?
Uh-oh.
Well, we have a problem because first off, I'm dropping in my, my levels. But the director, my favorite movie is Paddington 2. You guys are kind of screwed. And the problem is Paul King is like the heart and soul of that movie. It's not just Ben acting. It is that man
but you have
taking
to.
you on. I know. Was
You
that
have
there
to.
in Doth Lie the Rub, yea, verily, not the good rub. Shut up, it's Steve's.
No, that was something else. Thank you, though.
The problem is that anybody else that takes on Paddington, especially Paddington 2, is because everybody, especially when we start thinking of like whimsical, I air whimsicaled that. I don't know if I will have the same feelings about Paddington 2 if there's another director, and that is a problem for me. And it's a very large one.
I have a
I was
nominee
even
for
like,
you.
what happened if Wes Anderson? I was like, what happened if it was Wes Anderson? And I was like,
I got one.
You
No.
get to pick.
Ready?
Okay.
Ready?
not Spielberg. Steve's.
No. Paddington 2, directed by Quentin Tarantino.
No. No, no.
I feel like Spielberg is a good
fair.
runner-up.
He doesn't
Right?
I know.
wear
I wanted to go
shoes.
extreme. I wanted to go extreme.
No.
He doesn't
I
wear
respect that.
shoes.
Paddington
No.
2. Oh. Ugh.
No, he doesn't wear shoes, Steve. I
White
do not
powder
need that in my life.
everywhere.
No.
Sorry.
If I wanted like macabre and like moving to like Paddington in Peru for the third one, I would get Guillermo. Like we would have some like beautiful whimsy, but it would be really dark and moody and like
I
it would be
have a
fun.
suggest. Dean Fleischer Camp, director of Marcel the Shell with Shoes On.
Yeah.
Oh, Marcia to show with shoes on.
Yes.
I mean, the heart in that entire short series as well as that movie. Yeah, no, I could see that one. That one might be okay. But yeah, like that's the problem. I picked a movie that I fell in love with, and it's all the director's fault. It's all the
so did
director's fault.
I.
I blame him.
Like I was literally thinking, I literally thought of this stupid South Park meme of like, there's a Taco Bell in a KFC inside Joe Mine, and I was just like, oh that. And I was like, who directed that? And I was like, oh, that's fucking Christopher Nolan. It's the same fucking director. So
No, and I don't want Tim Burton to do it. So, like that. See that. Yeah. I don't want Tarantino.
all right, Steve, who you want?
What do you got?
My favorite movie changes like every day, but I'll pick one of my favorite of all time. I'm gonna go Interstellar.
I was going to striptease.
Ooh.
Striptease is great. Interstellar, directed by Jordan Peele.
Ooh.
I'd like to see what he would do with it.
Okay.
I'd like to see what he would take.
Well, first of all,
there.
all the cast
Okay.
be black.
Well, yeah.
Immediately, the guy who
only
gets
one white
stuck
guy.
for 47 years is now white.
Yeah. Played by Seth Rogen.
It's Matt Damon.
Oh. It's Matt
Because
Damon.
Jordan
is stuck
Peele,
with it.
he has that Carpenter Spielberg love. So I'd like to see how he would handle a space movie and one as deep as Interstellar.
Okay. Corey?
Yeah, I can't. Directors in my head. Fight Club is my favorite movie of all time. It just
Christopher Nolan.
Wow.
personal
Okay.
personal reasons. When I moved to New York and I was very depressed, I just watched it. It was like my comfort movie somehow. I don't know why that. I'd like wake up at like 8 a.m. and eat breakfast and watch Fight Club and just have it on all the time.
Great
I
movie.
adored that movie.
Because you're an alpha male, bro.
Yeah, I'm an
Bro.
alpha male. And I love Fincher, so that look, I just adore that film. Who would I want to direct? I know Nolan directing. We'll just switch. We'll just swap
So good.
directors.
It's so
Nolan
good.
directing
It's a
Fight
match
Club.
made in heaven.
No, Nolan doing Fight Club is not what I want. I don't need a. I don't. It's already look.
See Edward Norton doing the
I want it. The
Oppenheimer thing
dialogue
with
is
the
so
pinky.
important in Fight Club. It's so important. I can't lose the dialogue. Tom.
You won't lose it. Michael Caine will just say it instead.
No, he would actually like. Look, I'm thinking of
Damn.
Memento. Like he would kill Fight Club. Like he would do. Like thinking of Memento. I'm thinking of Oppenheimer. I think Nolan would nail Fight Club. But to go out on a whim here,
Go for it.
because I just watched Snowpiercer the other night when I couldn't sleep. Mom, do you know it might be like?
Wait,
the
you
guy.
just watched that?
Yes.
No. I mean,
I'm
like
glad you saw it, though.
I just watched it recent. Like I couldn't sleep one night, so I put on Snowpiercer.
I'm gonna
So I was
slap
like,
the shit out of you.
no, not my first time watching Snow. I recently rewatched Snowpiercer,
There it is.
and I think that might be my choice.
Yeah.
See, I'm going for the
Bong
extremes.
Joon-ho.
I'm thinking
Joon-ho.
Fight Club, directed by Greta Gerwig.
I was gonna say
And I love Greta Gerwig. I love
know.
Frances Ha. Place near and dear to my heart, but no.
I was gonna say Edgar Wright.
No, Fight Club. Fight Club. Satoshi Kon.
Jesus. All right.
If anybody hears my Fight
Okay,
Club,
moving
Satoshi
on.
Kon.
Moving on.
Nora
Next
Ephron, When
question.
Harry Met Sally.
Next question.
I've heard direct Fight Club.
Yeah.
Spencer 13H
First rule of Fight Club.
ask a question that Steve's can't
Mel
answer.
Brooks.
Why?
Spencer 13H asks, I qualified for my first pro tour with Sarkon and Savage Knuckleblade.
Got
They've
it.
already ruined Sarkon. What do you
Okay.
hope they do for Big Nux to give me that teamer life?
Big.
Savage Knuckleblade was an incredible card. at the time. In fact, I have one here. Hold on. If you want to pull it up, I have a. Anyway, I
Let
have
me
my
pull it
binders.
up. I'll pull it up on the image. I'll pull it on the image.
Okay.
Keep talking.
At the time, it was a very cool card because it's just very flexible. It has 3 abilities on it. It's a creature that has 3 different abilities you can activate. You give it 2/2 till end of turn. You can return it to your hand, or it gains haste until end of turn, and it only costs a green, a blue, and a red for a 4/4.
Nice cheapy,
So
baby.
you add another red, it gets haste, 2 and a green, 2/2, and I believe it's only once till end of turn, or once or twice, or once every turn. Anyway,
Activate only once per turn. Yeah.
dope card. They ruined Sarkon. The new Sarkon isn't something I'm super stoked on, but they gave us a new Mox. So like,
That
you know, what
Mox
are you gonna do?
Jasper, baby.
Ooh.
Oh.
Now some things that they did do right in this Cons of Tarkir, or this Tarkir Dragonstorm, is they gave us baby Siege Rhino. Siege Rhino was
I
another
know,
one
he's so
that
little.
wrecked the format. It was a 4-drop that said when it enters, each opponent gets damage dealt to it. This is 1 less. Everyone gets 2 damage dealt to it.
So much to it. Yep.
So maybe we'll see something like that. Like maybe we'll actually see, because you don't get less. You know, maybe Savage Nux gets a 1 placed in front of him. His power is greater. You can activate the 2/2 as many times as you want, and instead of activating just once, maybe he gains haste and first strike instead of just haste. I think you leave the ability where you can return him to your hand, or the new thing that Wizards loves, maybe it's 1 in a blue and he phases out. So you don't have to keep bouncing him and replaying.
Or you could move. You can move his pluses. I mean, if he
or
gets
give
them,
him
and
he doesn't get if we get pluses,
He gets plus
instead
2,
of
plus
just 2/2 until end of turn.
he can
give him-
carrying
give
and
him
sharing. It
2/2.
could be fun.
counters.
Yeah, that could be fun. I think phasing out would be cool. Because then you could Voltron if you want a little bit with it. Make him 1 more, give him trample.
Yeah, that's it.
Give
That's
him 1 more, give him trample. Let him do his 2/2 thing. Let him phase out. Let him have haste. And there you go. That would make me so happy. That would
The
make me
facts
so
of
happy.
life.
We got the baby Siege. Give us Papa or Mama Savage Knuckleblade.
Papa Nux. Papa Nux.
Papa Nuck.
Papa Canucks.
That's my 2 cents. Tom, what do you think?
I think you just grow up and don't use Teamer. No, I mean, I have no clue how to craft cards in like standard or in competitive constructive like that. I mean, they just staple words onto creatures nowadays. So I mean, I feel like what they do is just like inherently give this guy haste, and then also inherently give him an ETB, and then in Teamer colors is the activated ability, and then what it could do is kind of like bounce another creature that you also control, and then or maybe it just blitz.
Like
it just
Teamer
blitzes out
Sabertooth?
creatures.
Yeah.
Because blitz is a Teamer.
It becomes like
color.
a sneak attack on a stick.
Yeah, because
All
I feel
right,
like
I dig it.
that's what they do with gold cards is they just like slap new shit onto it and then just is like, all right. T-Dog, it's
That's why
always
loot is
magic.
everything
Life
to
is
everything.
magic, and if you look away, magic will find you.
That's actually very true.
Good quote.
T-Dog said, how do we get back to magic? I tuned out for 1 minute.
They said
It was a
updates,
whole
and Spencer
1
asked a
minute.
question about magic. All
That
right,
was
good
close.
question, Spence. Love it.
Amy, do you want a chance to chime in before we answer the last question of the night?
Well,
the
I mean, you
Savage
guys kind of
Nux?
hit the nail on Senor Nux. On this iteration, I mean, really, if they
On
throw
Steve's nuts?
in,
Hell,
ah,
it just
cha,
got
cha, cha,
better.
cha,
It just got
The
better.
good snippers. Starring by Marcus.
So you guys really
Heat.
hit the nail on the head. Like, even if they just stapled trample straight up on there and then gave everything else, the problem that I would love to see Papa Nux, like you hit the nail on the head, Corey. We need just 1 step up. Give us a little extra something. Because if not, it's going to turn into like the problem with loot, where loot is everything and he is the key to everything. you know, and then he keeps getting like I can play 6 versions of loot in one stage
Yeah.
in my commander deck, and then a whole
And
bunch of
now-
them in the standard.
He's
And,
even
like-
on my white cards. He's even on my white artifact cards. He's everywhere.
See, he's everywhere, and so he's like he's their baby. He's the baby Yoda of Magic, is Steve's.
Yeah.
So they're applying him to everything, and the thing is
okay.
like, yeah, good job. Like you're
Not
doing a
everything
good
has
job.
to be
So
everything.
proud of you.
I would like to see.
It could
It's
be.
actually more fun when it's a little more narrow.
And I would
Yeah.
love to see if he doesn't get trample, I would love to see that haste and indestructible, so you can just like have him run over folks. Like
Mm.
that's always fun. But
Or
the
just make
bigger
him
we make
s-
Senior Papa Nuts.
Make him stupid. Give him like just like
Tom's gonna have to
what's that
build
called?
his
Give him
his apocalypse
reach.
card again.
Give him reach. Give him give him what's the one? It's like a fight thing they do, but it's like +1's like bolster
goad.
+1. Or backup.
I
Give
think
him
it's
backup
bolster.
1. and then give him something else that's dumb. It's like this does nothing for this creature, and it's not even in the flavor.
Give him banding.
Yeah.
Phasing.
He has horsemanship.
Blue phasing.
He's got horsemanship and banding.
Yeah, Savage Knuckleblade Papa has horsemanship. and banding. All right, next question.
Last question of the night comes from T-Dog 8282. This is pretty
Hey,
good.
hey.
I think we can go round robin on this one since and also chat, you feel free, please. We encourage you guys to give us your ideas too. If a member
Mm-hmm.
of Nerd On
Mm-hmm. That's us.
was a supervillain,
Mm.
what would be their supervillain name?
Scar.
Tom.
And what would be their
Tom.
ultimate move? There's an example already, you assholes. So, for example, Tom
It's
could be
Tom.
Mr.
Tom.
Melancholy, and his ultimate would be the Sonic.
Oh.
Does it say in parentheses that sigh that Tom does? Like
No, it says the
Is it
Sonic
Tom's
sigh.
sigh.
Sonic sigh.
A
yeah.
Sonic sigh.
You just knew what it meant.
The Sonic side.
Yeah.
The
Oh.
Sonic sigh.
Great question. Do we say it for ourselves or we just say someone else?
You just say if a member. So I mean, like, if you want to pick other people as villains, that's fine.
We all said Tom. I mean, that seemed that I don't know
Yeah.
if that's a. I don't know what that means.
It means
But
John's
I
ears
feel
are
like
bleeding right now. My ears bleeding.
We all went Tom.
Mhm.
Tom.
Tom.
It would.
I mean, I
be
think
One
that
bad
just
day,
means that
Tom.
we
One bad
have
day,
that-
right?
and it would be
One
fighting
bad
for
day.
the rights of all people. For the first time,
Like,
does that
I
hit your
think
soul?
the other thing is that it hits right in the soul for Honey.
Mhm.
I really think that kind of is telling as us as a team where we're like, Tom, you have the most not only capacity, but we believe in you enough that when you become a supervillain, we're just like, yes, Tom, you
You
are
did
the
it.
supervillain of us all. Let's go,
did
baby.
it.
Let's go. Like, you want to bring us along? We're fine. I'm fine being your cheerful henchman.
You're going
but,
on a
like,
path
I don't wanna
can
be
no longer
goon.
follow.
I'd be number 2.
You can be number 2. I just want to be a henchman. I don't want to be a goon. I'm not just there for the money. I'm there to support the cause.
Can you yell in a German accent pretty well?
Russian, but not German.
Close enough. Close enough. You
Close enough.
Steve knows what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
I'm
I see it.
assembling the Dr. Evil team.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
I always have to be
Oh
looking
no,
down to-
Steve's would make such a better number 2 than I would, and then I would have to be Seth Green.
But everybody loves
Ah.
you.
I know, but
Wait, does that make Josh Mini me?
yeah.
Guys,
Josh would be the no. Josh would be, I'm very badly hurt. He always hurts his back.
Corey, that used to be you.
It used to be, and then I did something about it. It's called stretching. Apparently, it's a thing you have to do when you get
Yeah,
older.
it is.
I'm
yeah.
gonna do
Yeah.
this. I'm gonna say this. Is Steve's, if you were a villain,
Mm-hmm.
you would be
Can't wait for this. Can't wait for this one.
the Azorian Fox,
Ooh. Okay.
and you watch Fox News all day.
Dick.
I said if you were a villain, you're not
Yeah.
a villain.
All right.
But I do
It got me
feel
back.
like
They got me back. Yeah.
your ultimate move. I mean, it would probably be like the nut chopper or something like that, and he would just like,
Yep.
just
That
Ow.
that part makes sense.
Yep.
The nut chopper. One slap, you're gonna love my nuts.
Hey, that is the line. Yes.
Oh.
Corey coming in hot.
Shamwow. Oh. Who would be? Let's say. Okay. Let's say. If Amy was a supervillain.
This is gonna be a hard one, because
No.
if I go dark, we're gonna have problems, and no one will see it coming.
Yeah. Well, I think you would literally have an ability called "Kill him with kindness," and that's what you would do. Like people would be like, "No, stop,
Too nice.
no."
Too
You'd just be
nice.
complimenting them. They're like,
God
"No,
damn it, no. She got me candy.
But then someone says one wrong thing, and there's a switch. Like there's a switch there. I see it. There's a mama bear, in Amy somewhere that I would feel very protected if I was on her team. So I'll also join her side as a henchman
There's
over there.
always
As
place
well.
for you as number 2.
Great, thank you.
I mean,
That's very
I
nice.
feel
No,
like,
stop.
I feel like in that same vein though, it wouldn't be like Kill Him with Kindness, but it would be like almost like Mr. Purple,
Mm-hmm.
where like you would just say very nice things, but they are like like a compelling thing that like makes them just unalive themselves. Because you would just
No,
ask
I
him
just
like,
lure you into a false sense of like security, and then I'm just like, hey, do you know
Your
what?
hands are clean.
Could you just go over there and like, I just need you to pop over there for a real quick second. Just stand there.
Okay,
You
got it.
don't have to move. I'll be right back. And it's in the middle of a road.
I feel like
Yeah,
you would ask questions like,
Or it's out a window on a second floor.
don't you think you're not making the best use of your life? It's
Almost
probably
worked.
not worth it anymore.
See, I wouldn't encourage him to that it's not worth it anymore, but I would be like, "Do you know what? I think we could find a better opportunity for you somewhere else. I don't see you going forward with the way that you've been hoping." Like, but that's just being around narcissists for so long, knowing what they do.
I could see that. Thank you.
I'd rather be Oracle.
But I think Amy's villain name would be Robot.
Robot.
I mean,
Because if
there's
she
a reason
Jane,
everybody else is robots.
See, it's the
Yeah.
you have to become the super villain version. She becomes Robot.
I robot
so
you, Jane.
We're all Jane. She Robot.
I robot you, Jane.
Yeah. If Corey
Brilliant.
was the villain, Corey would be called
An Esper mage, Esper player, according to Tom.
you know what? Actually,
We call you
the
Warlock
super
of the
villain
Moor.
name would just be straight Nathaniel.
Nathaniel?
Wasn't that going to be your other name?
No,
Which-
Washington.
Washington.
Wow.
And then
that's even
almost
better.
Shane.
That's even
Wait,
better.
wait. Where's
Washington
where's
Shane?
Nathaniel come from?
Whoa,
It's,
wait.
It's just a name Dustin and I came up with when we were kids.
Oh.
Washington Shane?
Why does he
No,
sound
it
like
was
he's a
gonna-
wrestler?
my dad said it was gonna be Washington, and then my
Yeah.
mom was like, "We're not naming our son Washington, first of all." And then they almost landed on Shane, and then there was a commercial the year before I was born that was this woman. It was a jeans commercial, and she pulls up to this house and she goes, "Shane, you're years too late." And my mom saw that so many times while she was bedridden, pregnant with me. She was, I fucking hate that name, and so she changed it to Corey
There's even a
because she
movie
liked
called Shane.
Like Amy just said, that's your wrestling name, Washington Shane. There it is.
Washington Shane.
God damn, look at you. Oh, yeah.
Then my mom saw Corey Hart's name written out somewhere, and she's like, "I like how that's spelt."
Corey Hart.
So-
No, it works. That works. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say your power
mean-
would be you like Gambit, the magic cards. You
Yeah.
throw them, but as they land on the
That's
guy, you explain to them what the card does.
Yeah,
As they
that's what
die.
it is.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
they just die from boredom.
You're like, ha, yeah, that card actually.
No.
Factoid
So-
overload.
from
Overload.
boredom.
Is that what it is? It's a factoid overload.
Yeah.
It's like Freakazoid, but factoid.
Oh, there you go.
The guy's
Sounds like
dying like, I
big
didn't believe
deep
this
on it.
card can do so much. God damn.
I was gonna meme a little bit because I was like just thinking because Corey is sometimes a lot of our friends emotional support buddy. I was
Shoulder.
gonna say
Fellow shoulder.
Corey's like superpower if he's a villain should be like people reach out to him, and he ghosts them.
Oh my god.
No,
So they just
he
like,
No.
he starts to type so that the bubble comes up, but then he
bubbles?
stops and it goes away.
And then it comes back up, and then it goes away.
He does that
Oh,
for a good
Bubbler.
2 days. 2 days.
so he's always
Oh,
so always just
Lord.
like, you could have done something. He chose to do something, which was nothing.
You see Corey
that.
typing and then giggling and not typing anymore.
And then putting the phone down and going back to what I was doing. And picking it back up and then back. bubbler.
a bubbler.
The bub-
Did we do it? Did we
Yeah.
answer that question to your liking, T-Dog, without your ears bleeding?
No,
Mm.
I believe their ears were already bleeding
Yeah.
from
sorry.
that sigh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Death doesn't recover.
Apparently, I'm a very quiet streamer, but then when I do that sigh, I'm very loud. But yes. So
Yes.
everybody, that is the Nerd On update.
Hey, there it was.
We shall be back next week. Normally we wouldn't be because we'd be recording a podcast episode, but we will be next week. So tune in for that. Check out
We'll be doing it all,
our
baby.
Discord if you haven't. Check out our podcast feeds. Check out our
Yes,
YouTube.
please.
Check out all of our socials. Check out the Capes Crusaders. They're always talking about something wrestling for no reason. They're always talking about.
It's a Steve's.
No, they're probably posting
Hey,
some.
what do we
some-
have on Saturday?
Elimination Chamber. I don't want the title.
They're posting about some
I want your
superhero
soul.
stuff. And yeah, did I miss anything? Anyone want to shout anything out before we raid out and sign off?
No,
CM Punk.
man.
Happy belated birthday to the House of Corey, and to
Mm.
Corey in particular.
Yeet.
Thank you for staying alive, Tom. We appreciate you being here doing the thing.
Yeet.
Tom's gonna give me his will help for my birthday.
And
said,
congratulations to
will
Steve's on
help?
those bags of peas.
Yeet.
All right, y'all.
And are we
Take
gonna
care
raid
of
Brad?
yourselves. We're gonna go and raid
We're
over
gonna
to
raid
Brad.
Yeah,
And yes,
Main event.
y'all all know the
Jay.
drill.
The raid message is butts with a Z. B-U-T-T-Z.
Butts with a Z. We all heard it here first, folks. Let me make sure I get that ready. Someone stall. Do a tight 1 second. Okay, we're raiding over. Yes, that's it.
Yeet.
Airplane food.
Everybody, y'all
Oh.
know the drill. As always,
I
It's a
just
thing.
see Steve's eating.
nerd on.
Nerd on.